So I used to be a Democrat and now I'm an independent. And I also used to watch The View, but I haven't watched it in years until today. And I decided to tune in because Kamala Harris was on the show after being off the spotlight for a long time. So I watched it today and I'm probably not going to watch it anymore after today. But I was surprised that Kamala, instead of talking about her accomplishments and her book, which she, of course, was promoting her book, but instead she started talking about Trump and how badly he's doing. Um, and I just thought that type of stuff, especially from the left, or from both sides, it doesn't matter. I feel like extremes are never a good idea. But when you're doing that kind of stuff, you're creating division. And I don't think that's really the direction I would like to head to, although we're already there. Um, and also, I also overheard um, in in the media that Rachel Maddow is going to go to jail because Trump decided that. And those false accusations or trying to trash the other party is just not going to lead anywhere. It's just Kamala should have just be on the View promoting her book, and instead of talking badly about somebody else to promote her work, um, it was just a little bizarre to me. But then again, I think she's a very talented person in other ways. And she should have focused on how well she did on the debate, which she did great, and talk about herself instead of talking about somebody else and try to sell your work by trashing somebody else. That's all I wanted to say. And I wanted to share with you guys that I did have a flashback. I don't know if you remember when Abby Huntsman was on the View in the year 2018, and I feel like a lot of people would label her as this person who is comes from a Christian conservative background, and she's coming from Utah. Her father is a diplomat, and she has family in the Navy. And I remember her very first day on the show, she said, I'm much more than a label of what people think I am. Because she had been on Fox News. And I thought it was such a clever introduction to do that. She was on the show and she said, my mom every day would ask me, what did I do to make somebody's life better? And then she said that she wanted to always find a common ground between everybody. That's the type of message that I wish somebody like Kamala, and this goes to the right as well. It just goes for everybody. I wish that was the type of comment, just to find a common ground, to find that we all have things in common, that we all want to be happy, instead of this division. Like I noticed with my friends, I'm in New York, so most of my friends are Democrats. I can't even have a conversation with anybody. They just won't even listen to me if I say that I don't agree with everything they say. So it's a little frustrating. And I'm sure if I was maybe in Tennessee or in a red state, I probably would have the same issue with people that are extremely Republicans and Christian and talk about God all the time. That gets in my nerves too, by the way. But anyway, just wanted to point out something interesting about The View as well, is that Ana Navarro, who's a very talented person, she is, I feel like she used to be a Republican and now she's a Democrat, but yet she won't move to New York City where she makes millions on The View. So that's a little interesting. You're like against Trump, yet you live in Miami, which, fine, it might not be the most Republican spot in Florida, but you're still in a red state. And I just find it a little hypocritical. Like she's like, yeah, I'm a Democrat, but I want to live in a Republican state, right? Because it's much better shape than New York. I mean, that makes sense. Anyway, um, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe, which is free, and let me know what you think in the comments. I'll read it, and have a good one.